Hey YouTube, how's it going? Selena here, and this video is going to be my 15 and 16 week pregnancy updates. I want to say sorry for the lighting. It is raining and storming outside. You can probably hear the thunder, and you may even be able to hear the rain outside. So getting into the video, I want to say I can start off with my weight. And I had said in my last video that for the last month I hadn't gained any weight. My weight was 133 and it pretty much stayed like that. I weigh myself every single morning when I get up. After I use the bathroom, I weigh myself. But the past few days, like 3 days, like for 2 days, my weight was 134, and then today when I stepped on the scale, it was kind of like 134, 135. So I am starting to gain weight, I guess. I don't know. A part of me hopes that I am, because I feel like since I've only gained like 5 pounds, gaining weight probably just means that the baby's healthy or whatever. Not gaining weight doesn't mean that the baby's not healthy, but I would just feel better if I was. There's not much for me to say about week 15. Not much really happened during week 15, and I was kind of starting to go through this phase where I didn't really feel pregnant. In my opinion, I don't have much of a belly. I feel like I just look like I'm full, and there really aren't too many symptoms other than gas and not being able to sleep certain ways and being tired at night. I forgot to put that on my list, but yeah, so that's really it for week 15. So this past week, week 16, today I am 16 weeks, 6 days. I forgot to say that. But this past week I had been very, very stressful, and I know like around this time is when people start feeling the baby move. And I was so stressed to the point where I didn't even realize that I have been feeling the baby move. And I didn't realize it until Saturday, where I just had to just take a day, relax, and not stress over work. Even though I need to get done, I needed a day to relax and take to myself. So I ended up feeling the baby move, and I realized that what I was feeling then is something that I have actually been feeling all week. I just did not know it was the baby. And yesterday, like, I put my hand on my belly on the right side, like low down, and I actually felt like something push up against my hand, and that was such a wonderful feeling to actually be able to feel it on the outside. So I'm hoping not to stress too much this next upcoming week, but I have to get this work turned in 2 days, so after this video, that's what I will be doing. And then after that, I shouldn't have any more stress. So I had an appointment on Wednesday this past week, week 16, and during this appointment, they took blood for genetic testing. I can't remember exactly what testing, but they took blood for that, and then we heard the baby's heartbeat, which was wonderful. I wish I would have recorded it, but I didn't. But it's not something that I would forget anyways. And the heartbeat was around 150. It was in the 150s and 140s. When she showed it to me, it was at 149, 150. And it was so great and so reassuring to hear the baby's heartbeat, especially since I was kind of going through that stage of not really feeling pregnant. And that just made me feel so much better. I wonder if you guys can hear that. There's I think it's a fire truck. But so I have your posture. One of the things that I do want to work on since I'm pregnant is my posture, and which is horrible. And like, I don't know, I saw this diagram, and it, like, the way it showed that like your posture can affect how the baby is positioned inside. So that's one thing that I do want to start really working on while I'm pregnant. It's something that is difficult, but it's something that I'm going to start doing. Um, my belly, which is the last thing I have on this list, um, it has been growing those some days, and it's starting to become more noticeable. But for me, it's like the people who know I'm pregnant know that it's a baby, but for anyone else, it probably just looks like I'm full, or at least that's the way I feel. Everybody's saying no, it doesn't look like that, but that's the way it looks to me. So I will show you guys my belly shot, and then oh no. There's there is one more thing that I wanted to talk about, which is that thing back there. Like it's clearly there. It's there for a reason. How could I forget? Pregnancy brain. So after my doctor's appointment, I went to drop off my ex at his house, and his mom gave me a walker, and I'm so happy and so thankful for this walker. And actually, the past month, I've been wanting, and I've had this strong urge to buy something for the baby, and I'm thankful for this because this gets rid of that urge, and it's also my very first piece of baby furniture, and I'm in love with it. It's used, but I'm in love with it, and I can't wait till baby bean gets big enough to use it. And something else that I had bought, this was around when I first found out that I was pregnant with baby, so this was like in February. I bought this book, and it's Disney Bedtime Favorites, and I figured that when baby starts being able to hear, I could start reading to baby, and then after baby comes out, I can still read. And I have this book. I figure it's really gender neutral. It's Disney stories with different Disney characters, though they do have some princess stuff in here, and that's more for girls, but it's mostly pretty gender neutral stories. So yep, and that is it. So I will show you guys my belly, and then that will be the end of this update. So yeah, I'm kind of starting to get a belly, kind of not. I can't wait till it gets bigger so I can start feeling, or if I don't feel pregnant, I at least have a belly to remind me that I am. So here it is from the front, and then this side, I'm trying not to like poke it out or anything, and then the other side. And sometimes I feel like my belly button, I don't even know if you guys can see, I guess in certain shirts it's like starting to poke out a little bit. So here it is bare, and I do have these lines on my belly, but those have been there pretty much all my life, and my belly is a little hairy, but that's life. So here it is from the front, and then from the side and the other side. So that is my 16-week belly. And I guess the very last thing I want to say before I do go is, one thing that I have been doing is whenever I get out the shower, I do put lotion all over my upper body to try to prevent stretch marks as much as possible. I still feel like I'll end up getting them, but I feel like this will help so that they're not as bad if I do get them. And so yeah, that is the end of this video. The next update will be in 2 weeks, but I do have a few other videos that I will upload. So until then, I shall see you guys later.